Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your favorite chess journal YouTube channel. And today we are going to let's actually continue with the series of games that we have been looking into, chess strategy for intermediate level players. If you're an intermediate level player, how to improve your playing and gain more rating points. Let's try for a 15 minutes game, and I've logged into chess24.com, a beautiful website, as we have talked about it already. And thanks for tuning in. How have you guys been doing? I hope everyone is doing great. Although I'm a bit early. Okay, we got a game, and again we got black pieces, and this time we also got a guest opponent. Now we got English opening on board. Now how are we going to play against English opening? We could play e5 or c5, both are correct. Usually I play c5, but you can play the other way. This is most more often this is called the symmetrical variation, when they play c5 and you also play c5. I mean, when they play c4, you play c5. Okay, e5. Now the purpose of this move e4 is definitely to control the center, and English opening is a good opening, and if you're an intermediate level player, you should try practicing with this opening. It's a good, mainly this is a positional opening, I must say, but can also be, it has got its own venoms. Now here we want to control the center. How are we going to do that? We can play here, or yeah, let's do that. We could play here. That's what I was gonna say. And they're playing fast, so against knight f3, let's develop this. Should we do that? This push is it a concern? No, because if this push happens after we play knight f6, this knight can jump here and attack this pawn. So we can play this one, and they are developing as well. Knight c3. I was expecting them to play here. Knight c3. Now we need to control this center. Let's play d6. Okay, they're playing real fast, and I have faced this move, although I think that's an inaccuracy. Now here, by playing d4, they're kind of giving up their center control. Let's take. Now we have the options to capture the knight or not to capture. Let's keep it simple. Take the knight. Okay, now what is the position like? Here, the queen. Okay, we can actually go here, play e5, attack the queen. Although we gotta watch out this pawn. This is a backward pawn and a weak pawn in our camp, but we already have a couple of defenders, but we always gotta keep an eye on this pawn, because queen is not a good defender. I mean, she has got better responsibilities rather than defensive responsibilities only. Now we gotta develop. Which one to develop first? This bishop or this one? Let's develop this bishop first. Light square bishop. They could try to kick it out, and then we could pull our bishop back to h5 square. Okay, see, I mean f3 is a move that is a move. It's attacking our bishop. Also, this move gives us a signal that they want to play aggressively. Whenever I see f3 or f4 when it kind of moves, I know that my opponent is going to play aggressively in the king side. But notice that these pawns are pointing here in the queen side, but due to the presence of these pawns direction here, they could play in the center. When these kind of pyramidal structure happens, you have the flexibility to play both areas of the board as well as in the center. So that's why, yeah, English opening is a good opening. Now, where do we retreat our bishop? Let's come back here. And our pawns are pointing at their king side. So yeah, so we will be playing in the king side, and now they have developed this kind of like pyramid kind of structure. So they can play in the center or in the king side or in the queen side, wherever they wish. Okay, now it's time for us to finish development as quickly as possible. There's no point of messing about. We're losing time here. They're doing good, clockwise speaking. Okay, I didn't expect that move. So they're running. I mean, they're after our pawn, right? How do we play? Okay, from one of our latest games, we understood the importance of playing multi-purpose move. Now here, if we play here our queen to this square a5, that's going to attack the dark square bishop and also pin the knight. Now, if they capture our dark square bishop, we could take, and if the queen takes here, that's a tempo on the king as well as forking this rook. So I like the look of that move. I hope you guys are with me. So let's do that. And see, that's what I must often talk about. Development is the key. Here we are better developed than them. They still gotta work out with the light square bishop. Not to mention that their king is yet to be castled. So if you are playing with white, it should be a tempo up in terms of development. But now look, they have played a backward move with their dark square bishop. So that's a little victory. So development should always be a priority. Unless you are playing shorter time control games where mainly attack is, according to me, is the priority. That's what I do, especially in terms of bullet games. But we're not playing bullet games. We're playing longer games, rapid games, and I encourage you, if you're a beginner level player or intermediate level player, stick playing longer time control games or blitz games with at least 5 minutes time control so that you have the time to think. Okay, now I see this square. It can be used as an outpost. This square is also can be used as an outpost by any of our minor pieces. Which one can go there first? Surely this knight. Let's go there and utilize the full potential of the outpost. Outpost is very important. If you can create one outpost, that's good. If you can utilize that outpost, that's very good. Um, Although if we go there without knight, they could kick the knight out, but that's going to weaken their square. See, they have weakened their king side. Now, if they castle, we know that their king is a bit weaker there. Now we could stop them castling easily. How? By going here with our LSB, our Allied Square Bishop. And now they have lost their castling right. And okay, I can see our opponent is from France, the left side of this area of the screen, which is being cut out for the purpose of magnification. Sorry that you guys can't see that. So we have been playing the English opening symmetrical variation so far, and okay, so they are bound to castle queenside. Now, what do we do? We've got nothing to do in the king side, so let's mobilize our pieces to, because this knight is not doing anything here. It can't go here or here. So let's pull this knight back first. And then we will think, okay, so they have this move. That's gonna lock our bishop probably. Oh man, did I made a blunder? Did I make a blunder? Guess so. So they can, okay, they didn't see that one. Uh, Although if they had they played here, they would have needed a couple of tempos to win our bishop, but we would have a lot of time to generate some attack. But still, a piece is a piece. So thankfully, they didn't see that one. Okay, now let's move this bishop out of. Out of any potential traps. Sorry, I was a bit quiet because I was thinking, why did I put this bishop here in this square e6? Because to see this square d5 can be used by any of their pieces as an outpost as well. So we got to keep an eye on this outpost, and that outpost is in our camp. So they are utilizing this outpost. That's a good move. That's a good move. They're playing well. So they're putting a lot of pressure on this pawn. Now we gotta guard this pawn because we cannot let this pawn go away. How are we gonna do that? Okay, let's pull this queen back. Although we could have gone here, but this queen isn't doing anything here, and it has got, I mean, this is the reason why I pulled the queen back, because this is called prophylactic moves. So queen is like guarding this pawn as well as getting out of any potential fire. So they are playing good, our opponent. And yeah, they have got another attacker here on this pawn. I hope they are gonna see that. Yeah, they just saw that, or they're probably listening to our conversation. Mm. Okay, now let's bring this rook, or we could have gone with this rook here, but I want this rook to stay here down this file. Okay, so I missed that one. And I'm not playing well, to be honest. But this knight is actually pinned, right? Because of the queen's positioning here. Um, I'll tell you what, let's capture once. And after the recapture with the bishop, okay, do I see a tactical blow? How about this one? Taking here, attacking the queen. Queen has to react. Yeah, I like that one. So yeah, let's go that. Let's do that. So we are both doing material was speaking equal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pawns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, now we can take this one. Let's remove this capture. Tactics, always look for tactical blows. So they have actually taken full potential of their outpost when they played knight b5. Here, when they played knight b5, this was an outpost. So we were talking about the importance of outpost, and or probably they have listened to our conversation. Okay. All right. So they uh, after the capture recaptures, whatever happened, and they are now deciding to exchange queens. Question is, do we exchange queens or not? I guess not yet. Keep the queen. If we exchange queens now, what is the problem? Why aren't we avoid? Why are we avoiding exchange of queens? Because of they have got space advantage, and here exchanging queens won't be a good idea So let's keep the queen here, guarding this square back rank. Also keeping or staying active in this diagonal. Why this diagonal? Because they could have played here. They could play here, doing some all kind of back rank things. We gotta play and any of the escape squares. Create one of the escape squares for our king. These pawns need to be rolled up against their king. Well, how am I gonna do that? This is a good game, positional good game. Our opponent is playing well. Tough battle. What is their candidate move? If I were them, I would have played here, grabbing the open file. So they are moving their queen unnecessarily. Now, actually, since this rank is guarded by a rook and they have abandoned uh, this rank, our queen can actually penetrate here. So let's jump in. Uh, Tying their rooks down on the defense of this pawn. So that's another strategy. If you can force your opponent to, stay put. If you can force your opponents any of the pieces to stay put. Okay, that's a good move. I mean, like that's a little trap if we are greedy, and then yeah, that's terminal. So to avoid that, let's create an escape square as well as grab a space. Not h6, but h5. Now this is a threat. But if they play here, we're gonna take because this pawn is guarded with our knight. Now they have decided to attack our queen, but now we can safely take this pawn. So now we are material up and definitely doing better. Uh, what is the weakness in our camp? This pawn is a weakness, a weak pawn, and it's in the light square. They've got a light square bishop. So probably one day we're gonna play here. And also the positioning of our queen is attacking this bishop. So we are making sure that the queen is staying put, guarding their light square bishop. Okay, so if they take here, that's a threat. So we don't have time to capture the light square bishop or LSB. But okay, let's just keep it simple. No, we don't have clock time left to think much. So notice that they cannot take this pawn yet due to these. Okay, so they have made the blunder and now we are definitely doing better. I'm gonna play a bit quicker because of the clock time. Our opponent was playing well until they made this blunder. They had enough time, so they didn't do the blunder check before their moves. Any of their move. I mean, we already talked about it in the chess strategy for beginner level series. If you're new to this channel, please go and check out the playlist section. There you'll find the chess strategy for beginner level series of games that I played for beginners. And those of you who have already subscribed to this channel, my lovely viewers, and again, that's another blunder, so they can safely resign. No, what kind of blunder is that? They're now playing horrendously. Yeah, so yeah, those of you who are new to this channel, please consider subscribe. Should we play another game? Yeah, okay, let's try to play another game. Now this time we've got white pieces. What are we gonna play? Let's play London System, as a lot of you have enjoyed me playing the London System. That's an easy opening. If you're an intermediate level player, you can, or even if you're an advanced player, you can play London System. Although I was planning to play with a new opening with white pieces, but I forgot. Sorry, you guys. So I thought I should play the London System. So this is the initial setup with London Systems. We create this pyramid kind of thing, and okay, this is a more common move these days. Um, Here c5. Okay, let's keep it simple. We just played London System. We have finished the pyramid setup, setting up the pyramid on the dark squares. And this pawn push, I mean, playing c4 is not good at all. They should have kept the tension. Keeping the tension is a very good thing. And if you are an intermediate level player, from now on, you should start practicing these keeping the tension strategy. Now we're gonna strike here. We're gonna prove that this was a wrong decision they have made. Now let's capture this pawn. So if they take, we could easily retake with our LSB or light square bishop. They can't play here yet because our queen is guarding that square. So if you guys are hearing any kind of background noise, I'm sorry for that. Now we've got a finished development. We talked about it. That development is the key. It should always be your first priority. So they are also focusing on development. Good for them. Now let's develop this knight here, guarding this square, so that we can develop our light square bishop here in this square. So if this capture happens, we could take with our knight. Notice that we are keeping the tension. We're not taking here, although taking there could have been considered. Okay, since we played knight f3, that allowed them to play here. Now if we play here, they're gonna do this, and this is gonna be opened, and we will not probably castle. So we've got a couple of decisions to make. Do we want to open this file or not? If we play here, the file is gonna open, and if not, if we play here, then probably they'll play here, weakening their king side, or probably play here, trying to get rid of our dark square bishop. So let's today try here. I'm in the mood of uh, in the spirit of attacking the king side or attacking the castle kings. So today we have already learned the importance of outpost, and what is that we are learning from this game. Mainly, if this capture or if this transaction happens, then we will learn how to initiate um, an attack against the castle king. Okay, so our opponent has taken the Daskar bishop. Now let's retake with our H pawn. It's gonna be a fantastic game for all of you to learn something new, I believe. Or should we have any, um, should we have the opportunity? Now we want to attack here, right? So they want to that the playing knight d7 is the purpose of that is to play knight f6, defend this square. Okay. Now how do we continue? We're gonna play here, right? And they're gonna play there. First, let's open up this line. I mean, let's first uh, resolve this tension. Now they have an isolated pawn here. And this pawn. So we're going to attack from both sides, in the king side as well as in the center. How are we going to attack that pawn? By playing here. So they can defend both by going here. That's okay. So that if they do so, that knight has got would have multiple responsibilities, which means that knight would be overloaded. Although they're guarding this pawn with their queen. Now let's play c4. Open up here and develop our LSB, our Lascar bishop. Um, our opponent is from the United States of America. So what this move used to do, this used to guard this pawn. I think we can safely take this one. So for the sake of these open file, they had to remain alert. I mean, guarding this pawn. So we are tying up their pieces. We're not going to take this pawn because that could become terminal. Probably because they might have this thing here and then here and repetitive things. We're not going to do that. We're not going to allow them. Instead, we're going to tuck our queen here, the a6 square. Once again, thank you very much for those of you, to those of you who have subscribed to my channel, and that really means a lot to me. And those of you who are new to this channel, please consider subscribing because that's the thing that's motivate me to come up with these instructive contents. I hope and the support and love, the fantastic comments that I receive from all of you. It shows that you guys are really enjoying these kind of contents, instructive contents, and I believe you're doing great in your chess, and I wish you all the very best. Now, so what are they doing? They're pinning our knight. Um, okay, our queen, is it going to be trapped here? No, she has escape squares. Okay, now we are gonna resolve the tension by not taking here, but pushing the pawn. We don't have, notice that we don't have dot square bishop, so all of our pawns are staying in the dot square. Here. And by this push, we have gained uh, space, and this is an outpost. So we have created a couple of outposts in their camp already. That's a good move. That is a good move. They're trying to limit the movement of our queen. Okay. But due to these pawns control on this square, our queen is currently okay, this bishop can go here though and attack our queen, but still in that case our queen has maybe this square. Yeah, not yet to be worried about. Or we could even take here. Um, and then going here, and then here. Okay, so I guess now is the time to develop our last square bishop, as well as keep an eye on this pawn. Surprisingly enough, although we have opened this file, we could castle, because notice that our pawns are pointing here on the queen side, so our play has shifted from king side to queen side. So as discussed, they have attacked our queen. Now let's take this pawn, attack the rook. The rook doesn't have this square. If it comes here, yeah, that's what they played. We could actually play here. Yeah, we could play here. So we got to be very careful. So they want to play here, right? And do this. Trying to trap our queen. Yeah, I can see your plan, sir. Okay, let's play here. Let's try to get out of their um, queen trap strategy. This gentleman is also playing well. I believe he's not gonna make any blunder or as such. So this move is doing well. Oh, okay. Wait a second. They made a blunder, right? So they could have won our queen, like playing here, giving a check. In that case, we would have, you know, for the sake of the queen, we would have won their rook and bishop. So 5, 6, 7, 8. So that means that Due to the fact that we are a couple of pawns up, we would still surprisingly be doing better. Now it's time to exchange queens. Let's come here and see. Wait a second, did we have this one? No, no, no. Let's keep it simple. This knight is guarding this knight, so there's no potential threat. So the question is, are they gonna exchange queens? If they don't exchange queens, we are going to exchange queens if allowed to. If not, then we have this potential push, or maybe we could come down with our queen again. What is that move? I mean, I don't understand. Probably they forgot this one, or maybe their plan is to come here, put pressure here on this pawn, but we have this one, right? So they have taken a lot of risks to actually that's not bad. It's not bad. Hmm. Okay, let's get out of the pin. That one was also attacking our Lyskar bishop, so which is the reason why we played king e2 in London kind of setup, London system kind of setup. You'll often see that castling is not as important, especially when this file is opened. Even I've seen a lot of masters play like this way. So they're really after our knight, playing aggressively. That's I can understand. So now we've got no other choice but to take this knight. So this opponent is also playing well. Our only bet is that we have got a couple of pawns up, but activity-wise speaking, they are doing better. And now we've got to put more pressure here and also target this pawn. Let's play here. Queen f4. Now we can push this pawn. All right, they had this check. Now that's gonna put our king in the pin. Okay. Put our king in a pin. Is that a rhyming thing? Okay, what is that? Capture. Okay, so they want to play here, right? Well, we have this one. And then they can't play here because of this. Okay, now this is the only move. Oh man, they have a draw, like, right? Or like going here. Oh crap. How did we get into this position? Oh boy, they're gonna get away. Oh man. They're gonna get away. We were playing so cool. I didn't calculate any draw kind of thing. Yeah, good game. Well played by our opponent. Okay, so they don't want to draw. Okay. Thank you very much. Neither do we. Now, what is their plan? They want to give a check here. And once it's blocked, they're going to play here. But they forgot that we have our queen here right in time. So just in time. And they could now actually utilize this outpost by playing here. So what is our course of action? What is going to be our course of action? We're gonna probably, okay. I didn't expect them to play there. Okay. Check and then block. Hmm. Is there any tactics at all? Is there any tactics somewhere around? You know what? Let's spice it up. I mean, like, okay, we're already a lot of pawns up, right? Let's give up this rook for another pawn. Let's see what happens. So if they take here, we're gonna win another pawn. And okay, so they have given the check first. Now this, if we play here, they have got this check. That's not good. So let's block this one. Again, they have this draw thing. Now if they take here, oh, that's the mate. And they forgot. So yeah, thank you very much, sir, for the game. Phew, that was a good game. So they missed this one. I mean, this sacrifice. It worked out well. And yeah, so today we have learned mainly the outpost thing, the importance of outpost and your active play. So if you can play as actively as possible, that's gonna pay you back in return with lots of benefit. But hats off to our opponents; they played really well. And thanks for watching, guys. Up until this. And if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing and support the channel growth. Until the next time, take care of yourself. Bye bye.